Welcome to the Ghetto Gospel Experience Network, where culture meets community. And today's community guest, we have my brother, Mr. Anthony Gray, the author of A Soul to Care. How you doing, my brother?
Man, you already know, man.
Yeah.
The life, man.
The life.
We got a lot to forward, man. We ain't do it properly. We ain't do it properly, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We got a lot to forward.
Yeah,
we from Overtown, man.
Yeah, so what's good, though, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I appreciate you, dog. This weekend we done did our thing.
Yeah,
but
man.
OG Gatorbwoy, back to the real, man.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the opportunity, man. You working with me and you seen something in me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, praise the Most High for it. But
man, for life, man.
Moving forward, let the world know something about yourself. Tell them about yourself, man. What you doing right now? What you got going on?
My name is Anthony Gray. I'm a registered nurse that's speaking on community health and gun violence prevention and post-incarceration syndrome. Black on black crime in America is very serious. What we do in healthcare, we label it health crisis.
Yeah.
And right now, the premature deaths of young black males in America are public health crisis, dog.
Yeah.
We died between the ages of 15 to 34. From 1981 to present, black males in America have led the firearm homicide rates. We either the victims or perpetrators.
Yeah.
Is we killing ourselves off.
Yeah.
So I speak on that. You know what I'm saying?
That genocide, man.
Yeah.
It's probably genocide amongst ourselves. So a soul to care. Break it down. Like what's a soul to care? Because I heard you say something yesterday that you explained it and defined it. Define it to the people. What's a soul to care?
A soul to care means having the compassion and empathy to care for the other person's well-being to their best interest. That means you looking out for somebody. You showing them love. And that's what a soul to care means.
That's right. That's right. I love that because I speak a lot about brothers being able to empathize, not sympathize, but empathize.
Yeah.
So what led you on this mission though?
The mission of nursing or healthcare, or from the beginning?
Yeah, from the beginning. Like I need them to know where you come from, because you're a towner by nature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like let the people know like what let them know, talk them through your journey.
So my book speak on me being a juvenile offender and post incarceration. What steps I made. In 7 years I was able to be released from a juvenile facility. I was at Everglades, Florida.
Yeah.
I came home 2001, November the 6th. And then it speak on me achieving a bachelor's degree within 7 years.
Yeah.
So I came home at the delicate age of 17 years young. And you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, you get, but I want them to know, like, because you speak on, in your book, you talk about going to prison.
Yeah.
What led you to prison? Like, talk about that part of the story.
Okay, the crime.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about the conflict, then go into resolution. You know what I'm saying?
So being in a community where you normalize prison and young death, you accept it.
Yeah.
So I came up like many JITs. You know what I'm saying? JIT is G.I.T, Gangster In Training. It's a Florida-based term used to describe a school-age child, ages 6 to 12 years old, that's believed to be living a criminal lifestyle and to be entering the G code. The G code is a set of rules that we inherit at a normal age.
Yeah.
So one of the rules in the G code is commit murder or die. So a JIT's mind's been inured, toughened, to think that if you want to be somebody's life, you got to kill somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or be killed to be somebody else.
That's a passage.
So I got the name JIT at the age of 6 years old. At 6 years old, my father went to prison. He caught 25 years for trafficking cocaine in Florida. He was only 24 years old.
Yeah.
My mama at the time, she was 21. A 21-year-old mother, a woman, 21 years old. She had 3 kids, ages 5, 6, and 7. I'm in the middle of that. And she just been heard that the man that she loves is going to prison for 25 years.
Yeah.
And she's a young woman.
Yeah.
So she started having us at a very young age. And she trying to figure out life.
Yeah.
Now she got to do life by herself and raising 3 kids. In a community where it was just like I grew up on 17th Street on the tracks.
Yeah.
So it was one way in, one way out, one way out.
Yeah.
I mean, one way in, one way out. Yeah. So 6 years old, seen the first murder. You know what I'm saying? I seen 9 rush to hold me, the police jump out. Yeah. So I seen all that, and most of them was my family members.
Yeah.
They're the ones I looked up to. The one gave me money to go to the ice cream truck, to the corner store.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I picked up on their behaviors and I heard it. So I came up when I was 12 years old. I jumped on the porch.
Yeah,
Couldn't wait to get on the block.
Yeah, you can.
So you know what I'm saying? As I was eventually Section A, the complex we lived at, it was too much violence. They changed that complex. We moved to Cloverleaf area, and then eventually to Norwood. And one of the things we had went over there, it was like, you know what I'm saying, many other kids coming to a community where it's supposed to be a better chance.
Yeah.
Went to middle school, 6th grade, threw rocks at a bus.
Yeah.
And that was the first charge.
Yeah.
Throwing a deadly missile. So once I tasted that jailhouse, boy, it's like, got that smell, wartime.
Yeah.
That shit normalized. So I kept
like
going.
You did something.
Yeah. I kept going back to back to back to back, dog.
Yeah.
Then I stopped going to court at 14.
Yeah.
Kept getting charges here and there. Kept doing shit. And eventually I got sentenced to a year for robbery. So I did like 8 months in Everglades. Then I had did 4 months on papers.
Yeah.
And that's what the book picked off at.
Okay.
It was the normalization that led me into that. And I can't blame nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're a child trying to make adult decision, and what you normalize, you inherit those behaviors. But when I came home at 17, I had the mindset I don't want to go back, but there was no opportunities that I didn't think of. I didn't know how to create opportunities for myself.
Right.
So I jumped in the streets. And eventually my mama boyfriend back in the day, he was on, so he put us on.
Yeah.
So that's when I started.
Yeah, you started really like hustling.
Yeah. I was already hustling, but I ain't hustling like that, dog. Yeah, when nigga had shifts, nigga was organized and structured, and you put down like that.
So in your book, I see that like you was always a very perceptive young man, you know what I'm saying? Very intuitive and smart. So what like how did you make that decision? Because I see in your book you speak a lot about jailhouse thinking is not freedom action.
It's not the same as
you know
freedom action.
Yeah,
because in the jailhouse you have those positive thoughts, man. I ain't gonna come in this motherfucker no more. I ain't gonna sleep, boy. You know you wake up 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
Get out and you back at it.
Yeah, so because you had them positive thoughts in your head, you're like, man, I ain't gonna never do nothing like this again.
Yeah.
But when you get out,
first
that out, you know what I'm saying? You're broken somebody's house. This is what I did. Got some bread, you know what I'm saying? Then I cut me some roach. And then I was back in the streets. That's before I got on with the dudes in town. I was an Opalaka hustler. I was out there, man, you know what I'm saying, trying to pay some money, get some shoes. But I had to go to school, and I was at Lindsay Hopkins, and part of the probation requirement, you had to enroll in school. So I had enrolled in the GED program. And that was the best thing I ever did, dog. That's when I started reading more. That was like my escape from the streets. Was the library, dog. The library was the escape from the streets.
It unlocked something in you that was already there. You know, because like I always stress that we all have an innate ability, you know what I'm saying, to be greater than what we see in front of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that just opened that door to a new outlook on life. You know what I'm saying? So how hard was it making that decision and making that transition from being on the block? You know you getting this, you know the money coming plentiful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, like if I stop this, I ain't gonna have money no more. I'm just focused on so how hard was it?
Knowing the outcome of the streets. So my father was incarcerated. It's like I say, he went in when I was 6. Now I'm 17 years old. He's still down. And now I got somebody that I see my future. He caught a traffic charge, traffic cocaine, 25 years. He's gone. Snatched, captured, away from life. So I seen the outcome. You feel what I'm saying? And they used to be, I had to go visit them, man. Some real dudes that I respected, dog. I know their reputation. I'm a student of the game. I know who they are. And they was telling me who the players are. I said, what you mean? The players are the dudes who got stable jobs, the dudes who got a stable woman, the dudes got a stable home. They the real ones making it. Man, we in this motherfucker, nigga. We gotta get, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta get shit. On their time.
On their time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go grown man, another grown man till you make your bed up, dog. You know what I'm saying? When they lock down the dorm. So I was seeing the outcome. And I was like, and then I was with the spot I was hustling at, I was seeing the old time. I said, damn, man. Fuck the streets, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I was still hustling like how I'm gonna eat. And faith, dog. When people ask me what it was, I prayed. I got on my knees and I prayed for guys. I didn't pray for nothing else. I say 2 things I just say. Bless me seeing more cases, and I walk in righteous steps. I just say that shit. God just bless me seeing more cases, and I'm walking the righteous steps. Just guide me through this journey. The day the police they hot. You know, at 9, boy, they sweeping the block.
Yeah.
The niggas out 12. Then you hear that shit coming out 11, 10.
Yeah.
Then you on 9, you like, oh shit, they come over in there.
Yeah.
And you still serving. You gotta know when to close, not to close.
Yeah.
You gotta pay attention to the signs.
Yeah.
So it was out there like, man, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that. It was like I know the outcome. So when I had to make the decision on making that change, it was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because I already know what's gonna wait for me in here.
Mm.
And all I'm saying, I'm prepared for that. But if I have another way, let me just do it.
Yeah.
So I started looking at inspiration coming from the world. When you look at kids, when we talk about kids in the ghetto and kids from these countries, what they call them developed countries now, that don't have access to water, access to, you know what I'm saying, plumbing, bathrooms. And I'm like, man, we don't got that over here. Yeah, it's rough. It's like, you know what I'm saying, so many people in a home, but we still got access to certain basic necessities of life. And when you're talking about resources, like, you know what I'm saying, no matter it's government funded resources as far as food, shelter, and clothing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it not be the best. So I started looking at the value of just life itself. And I say, you know what? Let me make that decision. Got that GED. And I said, I'm gonna get me a job. And like them dudes in the penitentiary told me, these are the real players. So that's what came together with that thought process. Like, this is how you make effective decisions. Yeah. And as a leader, you say, you know, I'm gonna make a decision about my life.
And the reason I asked it in that term, like that, how hard was it? Because like you got future generations that's coming up that's gonna see this conversation, right? And I know some of them going through that crossroad right now.
Right.
So that's why I want you to like guide them through it. Like let them know. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you got something you can tell that person right now that's at that crossroad, what would it be?
All right. So we start off with looking at self, and it's called self-actualization. Maslow hierarchy of needs develop things like love and belonging, self-esteem. And you got to pay attention to love, support. So you got to look at things that surround you, right? If you got a place to stay, it may not be the best stay, but it's somewhere you can lay your head and you got comfort. That's a plus in life. That's a privilege. You got access to that. Then you got to look at your support system. You got to have 3 people around you, dog. And this just something I spit game on. You got to have somebody who come from, and is on your level. Because that's the person that's going to motivate you. Y'all gonna have talks. What you doing? So he's always gonna have some motion, or he or she gonna have some motion. You gonna have some motion, and you're gonna be able to like confine in that person, realize what they got going on. Then you have somebody who come from, and they ain't doing nothing. They stuck in the same bubble. They're in that cycle. So they're gonna remind you, oh shit, I ain't going back down that road. I see what the fuck they got going on. So my little situation may be fucked up. But it's better than that situation. What they got going on. Then you got somebody who's around you that's higher. So they're going to inspire you and give you game. So you got to be, you know what I'm saying, a friend. You also got to be a teacher to that person. And you also got to be a student. So you got to have all those elements, dog. And you know that's what's going to guide you in your decision making, because you're going to remember that. And that person who's behind you, you're on this level, you don't want to go back to that level, but you could pull them up when you get in position. You may can't put them up now, but when you get in position, you keep them around. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you see all my homies around me, because I keep them around.
I acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Because I be on that type of time too, man. You know what I'm doing. You know. So now we kind of covered your upbringing. Now I want to go to the healthcare, the nursing part of, you know what I'm saying? I know you do a lot of things within the community, you know, in Boston as well as here in Miami. You know, you come back and show love, like you trying to put brothers on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I love that, you know, because that's what I'm about, bringing, you know, everybody together. You know what I'm saying? Everybody together, we can think and grow rich. You know what I'm saying? Like we are stronger when we in solidarity and unity. You know, so you know, with the nursing field, because I know you began as an EMT. And now, you know, take us from there, from the EMT, and how was that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
When I was
working as an EMT,
incarcerated, my grandmother sent me some paperwork on EMT. She told me the salary. She showed me how to get there and the process. See, and she showed me those steps. So I used to go around and sit to the dudes. You know what I'm saying? We on the yard. Hey man, I'm gonna be EMT when I get out. You need to lie like a motherfucker, dog. I was like, man, no, I'm gonna be EMT. This I get a GED. Your local batch trying to check at 18 years old. When I turn 18, I can't do this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna move forward. And I was showing them my steps. So Lindsay Hopkins on 9th Street, Miami-Dade at the time it was community college, was on 10th Street.
Yeah.
That's the medical campus.
Yeah.
Because Miami-Dade got different campuses in the north. They got the Wilson campus downtown, and they also had the medical campus on 20th Street and 10th Avenue.
Yeah.
So they was right by each other. So I used to go to school in Lindsay, and I used to walk by, and I said, look, I said, I'm going there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got I don't know, but I started imagining things. And when you talk about the Bible, right? The Bible talk about the first chapter of the Bible, Genesis. God imagined things, right? Let make man in our image. Imagination. Let there be light. Imagination. So it starts, you got to imagine where you're going to be. And then when people talk about manifestation, you got to imagine it first.
Yeah, speaking into existence.
Speaking into existence and doing it. So I went to Lindsay Hawkins, man. One day I was like, man, I ain't going to the trap right now. I'm going to be a little late. I'm going to tell them trap with some shit, but I'm going to be late. I went into motherfucking medical campus, dog, and I got the application. I got the stuff off in the trade. I started sewing this stuff, and they were like, well, you know what you going to do? I was like, no. I was being honest. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm here. A lady named Romelia Oliver, dog. You know what I'm saying? She's a strong sister, and she saw something in me. She looked at me. I could show you how to become a UNT.
Yeah.
Walked me right through the process, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was blown away. She walked right through that, and she gave me what I needed to get, and I kept that with me. So I used to speak it, read it, and I used to be like, okay, I'm going to become an EMT. So I got my general education diploma, GED, and that was like the greatest accomplishment for me. My mom got a GED from Job Corps. My dad got his GED in prison. So I'm saying, so GED was like, people look shame on shit. I'm holding on to mine with grace. You feel after the first time and I passed, that was an accomplishment for me. And when I got that GED, like, boy, what's next? I already know the outcome. I keep selling dope. So I need to go ahead and do this. So I had eventually said to my mom, become an EMT. I used to see them dudes eating on their lunch break. I used to go speak to them. Hey man, how you doing, man? My name is, you know what I'm saying? And I want to become an EMT like y'all. That was my role models, dog. And these two was young. They say, no, it's a certificate program. So I started looking at, okay, trade. Let's go back to Booker T. Washington. He was trying to give us what? Trades. You know what I'm saying? At a young age, because it was two leaders, right? W.E.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington. So Booker T. Washington was focused on the skill and the trade. W.E.B. Du Bois was focused on higher education. And it's funny that, you know what I'm saying, the Massachusetts where W.E.B. Du Bois is from. He would have put the souls of black folks, dog. So you know what I'm saying? So that was always influential to me as well. So Booker T. Washington, and I was like, man, I need to trade. My grandma always told me I could become an EMT. And I did it, dog.
You did,
And I felt the first time.
But the thing is, like, speaking, you know, we on the Ghetto Gospel, so speaking of the Bible, and speaking of manifestation, you know what I'm saying? And it's like when you was in prison, you was telling dudes, like, man, look, I'm gonna be an EMT.
Telling them,
that, you know, blah blah blah. And you got out, and you went through that process real quick. But I'm saying all that to say, like, in the Bible, it says, man, thou prepares a table before you. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna prepare the Most High already. Look, I know that it's already laid out for you. That's why the lady walked you through it. You know what I'm saying? Right? He's like, I'm gonna prepare this table for you in the presence of people who doubt you, or who, you know what I'm saying? Ain't necessarily got to be enemies. Those who doubt, those who the naysayers and what, like, look, I'm preparing this for you. Ain't nothing they can do about it. You see what I'm saying? So that's why that happened like that. You know what I'm saying? And now you up in Boston, and you have a master's degree in nursing. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's why I be telling you, like, dog, you living proof that if a brother, a young guy, if you want to make that change in life, and you commit to change, you can change. Like Rocky said, you know what I'm saying? And Rocky 4. If I can change, and you can change, everybody can change. You know what I'm saying?
You say Rocky 4.
That's why you the poster boy, bro. For real. Because you proof that bro, you've been to prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, young bro, you out here, you know, it was in the street, thugging and drugging. And now you are a successful with a master's degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you in a big hospital saving lives.
That tripped me off because it goes back to the when I prefer intravenous. Now I'm good at IVs, right? Insertion. And when you see somebody coming up with a medical crisis, and you go ahead, boom, give them the medicine they need, and you see this person change, and they look in their eyes, that's humanity. That's something I can't even explain how the joy I get out of it, dog.
Yeah.
And like my grandma used to say, wasted talent.
Yeah.
When I got my degree, she always say you could have been wasted talent.
That's crazy. I got a cousin. I always say that too. Man, I got a cousin of mine. He's so talented. I always say that to him.
Yeah.
You know, but he be battling addiction. You know what I'm saying? But man,
you got to look in the mirror.
Yeah.
And say, you know what I'm saying? You got to face those demons.
Yeah.
What caused you to get to this point? And what do? You get to that point? And how can you stop that point? That's where strong minds come in at. And let's go back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, dog. You got to have that courage, dog, to become self-actualization.
Yeah.
Because it's something you got to see yourself as. And you got to reach that fulfillment, dog. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to have ups and downs all the time. Trouble is just going to come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Friends going to come. You're going to discover people true feelings. You know what I'm saying? You show them if you show them their area of weakness.
Yeah. So I'm going to segue on that because you say trouble going to come regardless. But remember, it's a blessing from trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the book. I had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
It's so okay. Blessing came from trouble.
Is an author and all. So, you know, how that came about, like what made you want to write a book?
So I saw a lot of dudes come home from prison. And it's been around that sharing their life story, but they don't talk about. They talk about the bad stuff of prison.
Yeah.
Remember, I defined G.I.T. We inherit these thoughts from age 6 to 12 years old.
Yeah.
So we not worried about how much violence it is in prison.
Yeah.
That's like attraction towards us. You tell a man, they about to get stabbed. Oh shit, I don't care where to go there. So
it's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
You feel like it's a rite of passage.
So they not turned off by the streets, about the outcome. They're not scared because they imagine themselves there because their fathers, uncles, grandfathers, all of them been in prison. So they already know the game.
And that's a fact, bro, because like I'm telling dude, like dog, I already knew I was going to prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to say, like I was expecting to go to. I already was preparing. To go to prison.
Right.
You know, because of what you said, like you know, my uncles, cousins, you know, my homeboys, my older homies who I know they going in and coming home, and you know I'm right there with them. I'm soaking it all in. You know, and knowing like the lifestyle I'm living. Yeah. You know, this was part of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's sad, you know, because we got a lot of our youth that has that same mentality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the expectation of seeing themselves in prison or dying at a young age. Right. They already accepted it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? They already accepted.
Yeah.
So when I saw those dudes doing all those books and doing this, I said, man, I kept watching. I'm like, man, we in the streets, young boys, they want to know how they could live a good life. Because we all want it. Yeah. You all want to have something you could just call your own. Yeah. You all want to have a nice car. You want to have things you could just like shine on, like material things do attract people. Yeah. And I don't want to, like I say, when you go back to area of survival, you got to be blessed in the things you need. But then you get in a comfort zone where you already got the things you need, you want better. Yeah. And you should have better for yourself. Yeah. Everybody wants the comfort of life. Yeah. So I start thinking about my success, meaning that education, right? I obtained these college degrees, and I got it from the trenches. GED, EMT certificate, associate degree, bachelor's degree, and now a master's degree. Yeah. And I saw these things that I accomplished, and I wanted to share with them the steps that I got done. So I put a blueprint. You know what I'm saying? That formulate the thoughts of decision making. Yeah. If I didn't make that decision, I'd have made this decision. Like in my book, I speak on my homeboy Rock. Come on, Rock, man. You know, we talk all the time. He from 7th Street. Yeah. Rock put down back in the days. Yeah. Rock was the man. He was my role model. I used to hustle with Rock. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Me and Rock used to get bread together. Yeah. Rock in federal prison passing my book around. But when I was in the trap with him, I said, Rock, I got my GED. I'm about to slide out, dog. Rock looked at me like, and do what? Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, we getting money. Like, what you gonna do? You feel what I'm saying? Bobby was in county jail at the time. It was Bobby's spot. I called Bobby and said, Bobby, man, I gotta leave this shit. Yeah. Bobby said, man, walk away. Yeah. You feel me? I knew the outcome. Rock was like, man, I was like me. He was putting in work, dog. He was getting money, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Rock, whenever he needed something, I was a soldier, so I did whatever he told me to do. But now, fast forward to now, I'm in a position because my dog came home. Rock got shot 14 times. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. He got sentenced to a lone federal bill. He was at the top of conspiracy. Yeah. That was the outcome if I'd have stuck with Rock. And now he's my biggest advocate of the book. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was in Coleman federal prison. Yeah. He passing my book around. Yeah. Call him, you know what I'm saying, man? Talk to this dude, talk to this dude. Now you at a halfway house, you know what I'm saying, up the road. and he's still
pushing. You
pushing
know what
my
I'm saying?
book, my story. And that's powerful to me.
Yeah,
Because somebody I admire, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, now admire my success, dog.
for sure. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So, you know, you in the hospital saving lives,
Yeah.
you know, you pushing the nonviolent movement,
Yeah.
you know, within the communities around the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And man, so man, hey, like I'm telling you, bro, you the link in the chain that bring everybody together, man.
Yeah, we just
EBT.
EBT,
You know what I'm
everybody
saying?
together, man. Everybody
together,
support your
man.
brand. Shouts
Yeah,
out to
dog,
EBT.
for
Everybody
man.
together, and also
I
shout out to
appreciate that.
EBT Rich. You know what I'm saying? I featured him.
Yeah,
He just did
appreciate that.
he just did the performance on my little, you know what I'm saying, situation. And man, it's gonna be big,
Ain't
man.
nothing little about what you're doing, bro. It's gonna be, I'm telling you, it's gonna be major.
Yeah.
So y'all lay around and look. Y'all just remember this name, man. Anthony Gray, man.
G.I.T, MSN already. You could go ahead and search me. I don't have no social media. Yeah.
On YouTube, y'all tap in with A Soul to Care, man, on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's where all this messaging and everything gonna be relayed through acting, through music, you know, through his philanthropy. You know what I'm saying? And man, y'all lock in with the brother, man. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel, A Soul to Care. You know, also subscribe to the Ghetto Gospel Experience 305, spelled with an X.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we here. Shout out, you got any shout out?
Oh man, give a shout out to Ghetto Gospel Experience for put me on this platform. Shout out to OG Gatorbwoy. We did something major. He got his active role in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We collaborated this weekend.
Man.
We collaborated, man. Also, people was on this show. I actually reached out to them. Shout out to Show Money. Show Money did an active role.
Money.
Yeah, he got a son, Starboy 2.
Yeah.
Man, that's a hard song. One of my favorites.
Flipping 1900.
1900, man. Great artist, man.
LV, all the boys.
LV, Freeze the Ice, man. And also,
shout out to Lil.
Okay, and also LT Terra. He was on the show too. He from Live from the Trap. And also Libby. She was on your show. And she was a consultant for this project, working with the actors and get them to where they need to be.
Yeah.
So shouts out to them, man.
And shout out to OG Nod, man. Yeah, man.
OG Nod, man.
Good brother right there.
And shout out to Dade County, especially Overtown, man. I'm a towner for life, man.
All day, coming through, man. Up to the casket close up. Y'all know what it is.
Don't live Vito, no shake, man.
Don't live Vito. That part, man. I appreciate you.
Damn, dog.
Yeah.
We did it, dog.
Shout out to all the souls that we lost, man.